Listen, I need your help. The Playcrap team or Hero of Chaos team or whatever their name is has some problems. Let's help them. They don't know how to sell a VIP card. So I was thinking about it because on here I have some experience spending some money on this account. A bit more than $100 over 2 years. Maybe this is pathetic and insignificant, who knows, but I have experience having purchased VIP cards in the past on this account, so maybe I can help them a bit on how to make the VIP card more attractive. But who am I? I'm just a stupid content creator, right? So maybe you can help them more. So please let me know in Discord, write it in the comments if you have any ideas that may be better than mine, because who am I, to give content advice or game advice. After all, I just have almost 2 years of experience in here. But at least I'm still playing. Most of the content creators may not even be playing. See Hate, for example. Now, VIP card. What is the promise of the VIP card? Let's see. So, VIP card, it's in the special part, I think. And as soon as I find it, I don't have recent experience with the VIP card. Unfortunately, there it is. By the way, it just got top up bonus. So hint number one: call it VIP card. Then at least people will find it, right? Because they may not even know where it is if they are not experienced VIP card buyers. And frankly, I have a 100% full spending freeze on Hero of Chaos since the new direction, so I cannot help you anymore. I got out of practice, so I need to get back into practice to just even consider VIP. So the promise is the following: you get, so in exchange for $10 plus VAT, you get 6,680 diamonds. You get 680 diamonds worth of VIP status that increases your VIP banner, and there you get some relatively outdated rewards, but you already know about it based on the last Ask Me Anything, so these will be updated sooner or later. It's in progress, not a problem. So you get 6,680 diamonds over the course of 1 month. And you see as well that you need to claim this manually, by the way, every single day. But it's not a problem. I've been satisfied with it. I've been fine with it. Ethereum Restart and some other games, by the way, give you the diamonds right after you log in, so you don't have to claim it, so you cannot forget it. That's a bit better as a system, but this is acceptable. Not something that I would change straight away if I didn't have enough resources on maintaining the game. Now, the problem is the following. This is fine, more or less. And there is a linked store, by the way. Congratulations on the updates, not for this team but for the previous team, because they recognize some of the updates that were here. And actually this moved the value of the VIP card up from 6,680 diamonds all the way to 15 to 25,000 diamonds if you have the right type of account maturity, let's say like level 70, 80, 90, and you buy the right things in here in exchange for diamonds. So it was an excellent job back in the days to add some of these things. Now, this is basically decision based on choice, decision based on motivation. The previous teams knew exactly what to do. This current team, I don't know what they are thinking, but maybe they know it better than me because I'm just a stupid content creator, and maybe you have a better idea. Now, this team started making some changes, and they added this amazing feature called restricted domain. And they sell the VIP card by giving you a skip stage challenge that normally costs 200 diamonds, but it will not cost diamonds when the VIP monthly card is active. And you may think, okay, it's just 200 diamonds, I can afford it a week. You know what happens? For most players, the account age between, let's say, 3 months and 1.5 years. Maybe a bit more. For some it's 2 years. First of all, why wouldn't I skip anything less than 100? Let me skip 100. And then you buy the skip 100. And you know what the first challenge is? It's the exact same challenge as mine right here. It's challenge floor 101. If you skip 100, then you go to 101. If you can beat this stage, then the skip is administrated. However, if you cannot skip this stage, we give you the choice, because we're generous, to go back to floor 1 and try again. But we won't refund your 200 diamonds. You tried, you failed. It's your responsibility. Let's see how my almost 2 years old account with 30 something million power, it's always erroneous because he is rather 38.42 million power, and the full castle team and red emblems and the new red emblem as well included. Let's see how they fare. Quick combat. I'm gonna do a quick combat, although I could do a bit better. At least I can start dealing some damage. Wait a minute, I almost beat them. This is interesting. I almost beat the first one. By the way, if I beat the first one, then there is a second team and it will fail. So I'm really far away still. But you understand, if I have this type of problem with my more than 1.5 years old account, what kind of problems do you have? Okay, so you learn effectively that it is not worth skipping 100. Don't be too ambitious, just skip 20. And then you know what happens. You skip from 1 to 21. You skip from 21 to 41, then to 61, to 81. You paid 800 diamonds. But then you still have 20 levels, so either you're reminded that you're a trash non-VIP player, you know? Or at least I am reminded that I'm a trash non-VIP player. I cannot say that in the name of others. Apologies on that. And just do the 20 battles that are super easy, trivial battles. More obvious than you would think. So it's super easy. The difficulty spike is 101. 100 is a piece of cake for a 3-month-old account. And then, or the alternative is that you skip 5 stages and you dump another 600 diamonds, plus another 4 fights. So this means effectively a weekly 1400 diamonds or 800 diamonds down the toilet. Or you can buy VIP card. Now, what kind of a sales technique is this? It is called, by the way, protection money. It works in a way in Mafia games and also in the real world most likely, that you have a place and then some very nice person comes to you and offers protection for that place. They say they will protect it. And you may ask, okay, protect it from whom? And it says protect from myself. Or no, actually they don't say that. They protect it from any threat around here because this is a dangerous territory. If you give us money, you're gonna be protected. That's protection money. And if you don't, then you can conclude yourself what will happen. I won't say this, but by the way, one day maybe this place is gonna burn. So it's this kind of sales technique. It's also called a dark pattern. And that's why I want to help the Era of Chaos team to start thinking about it, because, you know, there is a brand at stake. Ubisoft. Maybe they don't want to see this video. Maybe. And I'm like, listen, there is a lot better way to sell a VIP card. So let's see the low-hanging fruits. Write it in the comments if you have a better idea. The low-hanging fruit type of sales is obviously that you increase the number of diamonds. It's warranted. It's justifiable. Why? Because there has been a huge deflationary pressure in the game over the last years, just based on the new features that you get. We're earning so much more diamonds for free than 2 years ago, and I have direct comparison, well, not 2 years ago, but more than 1.5 years ago. We're earning so much more diamonds right now that the additional extra of the VIP started diminishing with respect to that. So the honest way is just increase that. There is another honest way. Instead of increasing the diamond value straight away, you can do some perks in the shop. This Astro Silver, for example, was quite good back in the days, because this is the cheapest source of Astro Silver that I can find anywhere that can be purchased for diamonds directly. 400 diamonds for 10, but weekly limit too. How about the following? You always have heroes as the gate-capped number one product that you sell. Right now on this day when I'm recording this, there is no hero, but on many days there are heroes that you can only buy for money. This hero and 3 others were basically gate capped for $119 or $19 or for $15 or so per 5-pack, and you need 30, so 15 times 6. That was a bit cheaper. This as well. Now they are available. Now the next generation heroes are these ones: Theodorus, Shin, Gerwolf, Jessica, and Trom. These are the 5 new heroes. These are called Generation 4 heroes. What you could do is just go to the shop of the VIP store. So once again, you go to, it's not called VIP store, so it's top up. It's called top up bonus. Here, change it to VIP store and change the. It will sell. Just believe me, if you write there what you're selling, people may actually find it. It's magic, I know. You never thought about it because you thought about how to punish players. It's a lot more important to you. Maybe just write there what you're selling. It may help. But what would really help? It's very simple. Just think about it. Put here Generation 4 hero token. Weekly limit 1. Or weekly limit 2 if you want to be generous, but that has other consequences in the game economy or your sales plan, so I don't want to be too ambitious in here. Just weekly limit 1. What would this mean? Some people would conclude that this is the easiest, fastest, and cheapest way to get a hero within 7 months of VIP. It still costs $70, but you get all the other perks of the VIP. And by the way, you get a hero. What would this mean to the pay-to-win edge? Not much, because we already have a vacant Catherine right now. You always have an extra generation that is being released. Whether you release it every half year or every year, it's up to you. But it's either way, you can always gatekeep things, not in a 2-level system, but in a 3-level system. So the 1 level is that you give out for free in events like festivals. That's fine. In exchange for players to work and give up on other stuff, like artifact chests. That's still choice, so that's acceptable. The second step is maybe the VIP store would contain a higher generation hero token, 1 at a time, and just imagine what this would do to your sales. 7 months of VIP. 7. Just think about that. Third option. New hero, $119 or $100 plus VAT. That's why I always say 119, because it appears as 119 euros for me, because I pay VAT in exchange for customer protection, so that if I see dark patterns in games, I can report it to some authorities. That's the reason. And they may do some things, by the way. So you do this, and by the way, you have the right to recommend this as or request this as a gold VIP reward, not a silver or gold, but gold straight away. Imagine what this would do to your sales. Quite a few people would consider, from now on, I'm gonna be a VIP, I'm gonna get a hero in 7 months. I will still stick around in 7 months anyway. You motivate people, you don't give too much to them, because after 7 months, rest assured, within few months you will have that generation of a hero for free. Like, you give it away for free in events. So you're not losing anything. Just give your VIP players a few months of early access. Just a few months. The pay-to-win players already have the hero for 6-7 months. They treat the game as a $100 per hero subscription. They need 3 to 5 heroes for the newest generation to really compete at the very top. They will keep their edge, because by the time these people get their generational heroes, whichever generation 4, maybe those pay-to-win players will have collected 5 of the generation 5 or awakened heroes. So just one hero token would do magic in here. But you can motivate players with the shop in other ways too. But the most important thing, it is choice, it is motivation. It is not my job to tell the game developers. It would be stupid and it would be arrogant as well on my end to tell you what balance there should be between free-to-play, VIP, pay-to-win. It's up to you to balance. I'm just giving ideas. However, it is absolutely within my rights as a customer and content creator to tell you the following. If you have a game mode like this one, Restricted Domains, which is a piece of trash content by the way in itself, just try to play it every single week, 100 stages. I think you're better off doing 30 push-ups every morning when you come into the office, and maybe you will have a clearer mind as well to implement stuff. For example, Simon from Fateless Godforge game, it says, "You're with us if you play our game." You need to play the game in order to know what the game is about and how to develop it properly. And it does magic as well. Try to play this feature every single week manually. Because, manual play is you do 100 battles manually. If you click, it's like 8 to 10 minutes. If you automate it with macros, then it's like 20 plus. Because you don't want to click too quickly. And what is the challenge in here? What is the content? I know that I complete 100 levels and 101 it's unattainable. Most of your player base has the same experience. Those with stronger accounts can go forward to 120, 140. You see the leaderboard yourself as well. 3 of your players managed to complete 200. So actually, content starts above level 101. But you see, some go to level 180, some go to level 60, level 150. So there is some challenge, some. But what is this that you do 100 battles every single week? Like, what's the challenge? I know that I still need months until I can beat level 101. Maybe there is a lucky week. And then on that week I can go forward, but still. This is not content. This is a monetization strategy, a monetization engine disguised as content. So you might as well just put that hero token in there to motivate players to choose the VIP card, not to get blackmailed, because maybe it works in the Chinese version of the game that you blackmail people and they say, okay, I'll give you my money because you blackmailed me. Thank you for blackmailing me. But in global, this strategy is not only counterproductive, but it will backfire with consumer protection. And me as a content creator, I have the best faith in presenting this because of my connection to the Heroes of Might and Magic franchise. From Heroes 1 all the way to like most of the Heroes games basically. That's what I played like back 20 years ago, 10 years ago. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to sell your shit, in an unethical way. So please think about that. Now, what else can you do? A lot of other things. Like really a lot. Selling me that you create a problem and then you give me relief in exchange for a VIP card is not the way to go. But this kind of option is great. Now, you can do other things as well. I don't fully agree with the Steward that you automate not the Kingdom Championship, but the Commander Duel on another week, only for VIP card players, obviously. I don't fully agree, but I stayed silent in this. Why? Because the Commander Duel was designed as content, it was played by players for years as content, and that was actually content. So, fair play. After a while, you automate some things, VIP players get the first benefit. I'm not saying it's the best pattern in the world, but if you want to keep it, it's not as toxic as publishing content that you know is horrible. Players are willing to pay money to skip it, and you come with this feature straight away. So this is horrible. But what else can you do? You can do one more thing, and that's actually brilliant. You know what? You keep this content, including the skip stage challenge. Now, did I contradict with myself? Not at all. You give players every single week the following. If you reach floor 5 or floor 10 manually, then you get a day of VIP trial card for free. Remember that VIP trial card is in the game, it's in the first week. A lot of players tried it out. I found it out. It's not the best UX either, because I had a hard time finding out your extra feature. It gives 200 diamonds. You know what would happen in that case? You either link it to some very low floor like floor 5, a daily VIP pass, or you link it to the skip chain challenge. You know what? If you skip any number of stages once, you will get a daily VIP card trial. And then you move players to activate the daily VIP card trial. Maybe they will even find it if you call it VIP card, you know, it does magic. They activate the daily trial and they get the 200 diamonds back. How about that? And then for that specific day, they are on VIP trial. You have the right to exclude them from the shop, because that may be a bit too much, especially if you choose to do the hero, because that VIP trial excludes players from the shop. It just gives 200 diamonds so that they learn VIP comes with diamonds. That's all. And by the way, the VIP trial will give them this benefit that from then onwards, they can skip the stage for free. How about that? Isn't it something that sells your VIP card better? Look, there is a hero that you can buy, like the next generation hero with VIP card. You can do all these benefits. And it's a free trial every week for one day. But only if you spend these 200 diamonds and you get the 200 diamonds back. How about that? This would still be a sales engine more or less. But at least the content is not going to be that painful. It's still a bit more Machiavellian, but the content is not that painful. That's super important. And then what else can you do? In Marketplace, you have VIP card. Then maybe do something in one of the... Well, actually you have the VIP store, that's fine. But maybe advertise it better that you have free refresh. Because, you know, there is a simple use case. In Illusory Traces, this is the store. You see that I have 8 right now, and I'm recording it on a Tuesday. So I need to refresh 16 times in total or 15 times to get all the divination vouchers, preferably in a way that I only use the 10 diamond refreshes. So it's 160 extra diamonds per every 2 weeks. It's not a bad thing. It's a gesture. Free refresh for the Illusory Traces store. And you could just add it to the diamonds, but it's a special use case, that's fine. And there are so many things. I have another idea that if you really want to make money with this game, more money with this game, it will require some development. However, if I look at the leaderboard, actually not the leaderboard, but let's see. Yeah, this is not the server where I know a lot of players, but maybe I could. If I was on the other server, I would be able to recognize some people who keep on coming back to your game to replay the early game, because you screwed up the late game so much with these new features that they don't find any meaning in it, so they go back to nostalgia and they restart the game, and they are even willing to spend. So there is one option. You have EU, Asia Pacific, and US servers. How about creating a fourth type of server? And you can give this to the Discord mods as well, or some other people who are in the community. And the community would decide what kind of game that is gonna be. And you enable or disable certain features for that specific server. Maybe they will never compete in the Dragon League, but that can be competition. And then you can say in that 4 type of server, this is gonna be the framework, that's an experiment, that's a special type of Era of Chaos, it's just running one time, so join now, exclusive. And maybe in some of the cases, the necessary condition for you to play is a monthly subscription fee of the VIP card. You must pay a VIP card to be able to interact with the game. I'm not sure if this is good, but there could be something like this as well. And some players would join. Not all of them though, obviously. But it's not necessarily monthly VIP, just make it somehow exclusive. And then this would sell the VIP card itself because it's an exclusive server. Manual administration costs money, so for you to participate or for others to participate as well, we expect a subscription fee, and by the way, we give you VIP card. It's doable for those players who already know what is going on. And that would sell the VIP card. This is like 3D chess, and I'm not saying this is a good idea, but there are so many people who restart and then they go up to VIP 10. Some of my server mates included. That it's a missed opportunity that you don't have an orchestrated way of doing this. Maybe cross geography. How about that? So there are many options to sell a VIP card properly. And if you do that, and you motivate based on choice and not based on pain, your customer base is gonna be more loyal to you, more grateful. They get a daily VIP trial, some of them may reciprocate and they buy VIP because they understand that they get something out of the game, some value. Not protection money, blackmailing, that I will protect your time, just give me your money. What is that? I mean, just a moment. I have all these games here. All these. Nintendo Switch, you know. I haven't had time to try these out. This one is not even opened. Because I have to refresh your Emblem store. And you know what's really sad? Back in the days, about 1.5 to 2 months ago, I was stupid enough to store some of my games in the cellar. These are repurchased games. I just repurchased them in the last month. I stored them in the cellar and there was a break-in. And they took these games. These are the ones I never played. I got them back and I rest assured I will play them. At the expense of Era of Chaos as long as you don't change direction. Not all of them, but some of them. So this is very sad, and if you look at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is like 9 times 50, $400. Maybe I could afford a VIP card if I was motivated enough to do so. Maybe I could even afford a hero here. Just maybe. I don't know, but maybe I would not starve. So it's just a question of choice. And as long as you're on the global market, this choice is something that motivates people more than fear or pain. So that's why, if you have a better idea on how to sell the VIP card, please write it in the comments or please send me some message on Discord. I know that it's harder to use your own name, for example, in the comments, so some of you might choose to do it on Discord, doesn't matter. What matters is that we make this game better because there is a lot of potential in this. So, you know, maybe I don't understand Chinese culture, right? So this could be the constructive criticism, and I'm closing this video with this thought. Actually, I understand it more than you would think. So there was this philosopher called Wang Yangming. According to his philosophy, the sun is obviously, if you look at the sun, you look at the positive in the game or in in people or in anything or in your personality. And if you see something really bad, it's just the clouds covering it. But those clouds can go away. And there are so many good things in this game. Not your recent changes of this new dev team. Most likely this is a new dev team because, I mean, the game was so much better before. You can bring this back with some minimum thought. I recommend exactly that. So thank you for your attention, and please write ideas somewhere. Maybe in Discord, maybe in the comments.